Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet, coming to you with Getting to Know You episode 12. So I will be right back, and I'm hoping some little furry creature that's on the bed doesn't start getting loud like she was just a second ago. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll see you in a second. Okay, so welcome back everyone. As I mentioned, this is Getting to Know You episode 12. Welcome to all of our new subscribers. We've had a bunch in the last 24 hours, and a lot of that has to do with our hashtag Christmas in July fairies giveaway event that we have going on right now. So welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. I am so excited to have you here and to see where we grow from here. I just love this whole journey, and I'm happy you guys are with me for it. And then, of course, welcome back to all of our existing subscribers. So, for everybody that is new to my channel, this is a crochet channel, and I do a lot of talking about yarn because I love yarn. I'm a little obsessed with yarn. And as you get to know me, you will learn that. And my big obsession is indie yarn. I love hand-dyed, hand-spun yarns. And I am very much into supporting small businesses as much as possible. I would have to say that 100% of my yarn, okay, maybe not, 98% of my yarn in the last 7 months has all been from small businesses, other than an order from Hobium, which they are actually, well, that's a whole nother long story. But anyway, so that is, and I talk about obviously crochet, and I show whips and finished objects and UFOs, etc. Talk about hooks, and like on my lives we kind of talk about everything. I mean, anything goes really for the most part, but it is a crochet or fiber arts channel. I do have a second channel, which is a kitchen recipe channel with my mom. It's called Natalie and Mom's Kitchen. The link is in the description box below if you'd be interested in checking it out. We would love to see you there. But as far as my schedule, did I say my schedule? I don't think so, but because this is like the second or third take, I think. But my recording schedule is as follows. I upload, oh my goodness, I'm so tongue twisted right now. I upload videos Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, obviously, unless something were to come up. And it varies depending on time of day because I have different things that happen at different times. And then I have one scheduled live on Tuesday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And then I could pop up on a live. I'm known for my pop-up lives anytime later in the week or on the weekends, which I try to do in the afternoons if I'm able to do it, so that some of our friends from like Belgium and Israel and Germany and stuff can have an easier time of making it, because nighttime on Tuesday nights is bedtime for them. Miley, no. Miley is my dog. She is 3/4 German Shepherd and 1/4 Belgian Malinois. She is an active part of my channel with my lives. Come here. Come here. She tends to be perfectly well behaved up until I hit record. And right now, this is basically the same setup, kind of, sort of, as my live. And I'm not talking to her, so she doesn't like that. Anyway, she is an active part of my channel as well. So I think I covered at least all of that stuff. Now, if you are new to my channel, I would love it if you'd hit the subscribe button down below, as well as a notification bell next to that. Make sure you hit it to all so you get notified anytime I upload a video. If you are willing to share this video, that would be amazing as well. And give this video a thumbs up. Well, if you would, I would appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up. That would be great too. I'm hoping she's not going to be loud this whole time, and if she is, I'm going to be in trouble because Miley, stop, come here. Because I don't have any bones to be able to give her, and my thing is I do not edit content with my videos. What I say and what I do is what I say and what I do. So I try not to, you know, edit things out. If anything, I'll start something over, but that's just me. So, okay, we got my video schedule and all that stuff taken care of. Now, a couple of things before we get to getting to know you is this. Right, in the month of June, I am trying to support small businesses as much as I can, since I have to be careful in what I spend. So since I can't actually support them as much as I would like to as far as placing orders, I am doing shout outs for small businesses in the month of June that will come at the end of any videos where I have something from a small business. So if you have a small business, whether it's a brick and mortar store or like a restaurant, or if it's an online store, if you would be willing, or if you would be interested in getting a shout out, feel free to send me something. My P.O. box address is in the description box below. If you have like a sample or a menu or something you'd like me to send to share with everybody, go ahead and do that, and include a write-up about your business and where people can find you, like whether social medias, websites, anything like that. Go ahead and include that. Now, if you're not able to actually send something for any reason, you could go ahead and send a write-up to my email address, which is in the description box below, and I'll put it right here as well. It's natalies.closet@yahoo.com. But make sure you put in the title or in the subject line, June small business shout outs in caps, because I do get a lot of emails, and sometimes I either miss them, sometimes I don't get them. There's all kinds of things, and I would hate to miss it. So if you aren't hearing a shout out for your business and you have sent me something via email, it's very likely I didn't get it. That's why I'm asking people to send it to my P.O. box. Not that it's a guaranteed thing that I'll receive it there also, but there's probably a better chance that I wouldn't miss it. So that's the June stuff. And then also, I was just going through my Facebook group, which is Natalie's ''S, Natalie's Closet Fiber Arts Community. The link is in the description box below. So if you'd like to join that, that would be awesome. I will welcome you into our group, no problem. But I was just in there earlier and I was going through it, and I was so excited to see that one of our friends of the channel, Andrea, got the card that I sent her. Well, I knew she loved turtles, so when I saw this card, I was like, oh my gosh, this is for her. And for anybody that knows me, they know that I have an address list that I have compiled for Christmas cards. And yes, I use it for Christmas cards, but as I get to know you, if I find a card or a postcard or something that shouts your name, I would love to be able to pick it up and send it to you. So anyone that would be interested in getting added to my address list, for those of you that are new, you could, I have like 80-90 people on my list. So I'm not like asking you because I want to stalk you or anything. I'm totally legit, but I get it if you're not comfortable with it. I'm just throwing it out there. So I think I've covered everything as far as that. Sorry, I have a bag of treats to try to keep her quiet because I don't want to give her a BONE, because I save those for my lives because they tend to be longer. So I'm just trying to keep her as quiet as possible. All right, so getting to know you. Oh, a video was just uploaded that I'm going to have to add to my playlist for the hashtag #ChristmasInJulyFairies. I'm so excited. This is going so well, and I think everybody's really getting excited, and it's something to just keep your mind off of stuff and put a smile on your face and have something to look forward to. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure that in the YouTube, well, actually, at the end of this video, at the end of this video, on the end cards, I'll have the playlist for the hashtag #ChristmasInJulyFairies, so that you can see all the videos that are out there. But I'll also put the playlist link in the description box below. But make sure you check out my video, which was from yesterday, and that would be the video you would enter for the giveaway. But it'll explain everything, so I'm not going to go into it here. But make sure you check out yesterday's video. The title is hashtag #ChristmasInJulyFairies. So I'm just really excited because we're all having a really good time, and I think it's just something that is bringing a smile on everybody's face, and something to look forward to for everybody with all the stuff that's going on in the world. Okay, again, got off the topic of getting to know you. As you get to know me, that sometimes happens. But anyway, This is Getting to Know You episode 12. I'm sorry for the crinkling of the bag, but I kind of am running out of these. So anyway, I didn't have a ton of questions. Oh, and for anybody that is new, my Getting to Know You episodes, I started that like 12 Fridays. Well, not 12 Fridays ago, because there was a big, like 6 month chunk of time that I wasn't doing it. I was only doing lives, but that's a long story in itself. But what I do is on Fridays, I go over any questions, comments, suggestions, or ideas that people have left in the comment section of each video from the previous week. So including Getting to Know You episode 11's video, and then my Monday video, my Tuesday live, my Wednesday video, my Thursday video from yesterday, anything that was in there that could somehow be of interest, or if you guys answered a question of mine, or you helped me with something, or I asked like a general something and there's like statistics or something that I gathered, that's something I go over on Friday. So if somebody's asking me a question about a yarn or a pattern or something, everybody doesn't always read everybody's comments. So I make sure to cover that on Fridays so that everybody can get the information as well. So I hope you enjoy this. I know it's got, there are a lot of people that have gotten to enjoy this. So as far as questions, there really wasn't anything major. And honestly, I don't know that I've even come up with a question for you guys, but maybe along the way I will. But my dear friend Sigal mentioned with my stingray pattern that I showed, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I'm double stranding lace weight yarn for it. It's a pattern from Shandy Expression Fiber Arts. But I was saying that with that pattern, it starts out with, I think it's a chain 7, and then you do a slip stitch into the first chain, and then which makes a ring, and then you do however many double crochets it is, but it doesn't actually fill the entire ring. So it's basically it's filled half of the ring, and then the other half of the ring kind of stretches out to be flat, but you still can see that there's a ring. So anyway, I was asking about that, and she was saying, if you pull on the tail of the yarn left at the beginning, doesn't it pull the chain in? No, because it's not a magic ring. So she then said that either I can maybe chain less as long as it works, will work the same way, since that's just like extra yarn there basically, or do a magic ring. So I am going to go ahead and try that. Since I didn't get far with, I haven't gotten any further than in that video that I showed it, I will go ahead and try to either chain less or do a magic ring and see if that works better. The only thing with the magic ring though is it's not supposed to be a circle there. It's the top of the shawl. So I'll see how shortening the chain does first. But thank you, Sigal, for that. I appreciate that. So she had asked that question and then gave a couple of suggestions. And then somebody asked me, we were talking about, I think I mentioned chain spun or roving yarn and in one of my videos, and somebody asked how it was to work with chain spun yarn. Was it more difficult, especially if you've done a chain row and then you're working the first row into it? No, I love chain spun. As I mentioned before, I love chain spun. I love roving yarns. I think they're actually easier to work with, and the stitch definition is better. And I actually had several people, I had 7 people say that they love working with roving and chain spun yarns. It's awesome for the reasons that they don't split and the stitch definition is great. And that was 4 people that mentioned those specific things, that the stitch definition is great and it doesn't split. And those are 2 big reasons why they like working with it. So those were the responses that I got to that. So in case you wanted to know. So let's see, the other question that I didn't put these in order because I kind of had to rush through this. It's already really late for my video. Normally I do it in front of my dining room window. I'm sorry, my living room window, which is my office area. But all day today it's been just yucky because it's been raining and stuff. So it's been overcast. And by the time I got home, it was even darker. and I can't fit my ring light between my desk and my wall or in front of my desk with the screen behind me. So I decided, instead of doing it on the other side of my bed, that I would do it here to have a different area for you guys to see. So anyway, she's really taking advantage of these treats right now, but whatever, it is what it is. So I don't even know how I got onto that, but oh, I had to rush to organize this because this whole thing with the Christmas thing came up and kind of took up a lot of my attention, and so yeah, anyway, excuses, not excuses. I'm so loving it, it's not funny, but I may jump around because I didn't put them in order, but I asked a question regarding 2 shawls that I'll be working on where there's going to be a lot of color changes, some that are one row after another, some where there's a larger gap between the color changes, and I was asking what the best thing was. I really wasn't liking the idea of carrying the yarn up because you would see it, but there is a way to like twist it so that it's not like loose if I go like 4 or 5 rows with it. And or was there any other suggestion, since I'm not going to carry it across because I don't have enough yarn, A, and B, I don't like doing that unless it's called for whatever reason. So most of the responses were in order, because I sell my items, I have a business. So most of the responses were, if I wanted to look professional and not messy, I'm probably going to have to just go ahead and cut it at the ends and then sew in all those ends. Now, as you get to know me, I hate sewing in ends and I hate blocking. Just the way it is, I'm going to be honest about it. But stop it. Now, she is kind of a little, I guess, anxious a little because it's been stormy and stuff, and big thunder bothers her, but she tries to take advantage of this. She doesn't get treats just because. She normally is working for them, but she knows when I'm doing this, she's going to get them, so she really milks it. But I also don't want her barking like crazy on camera. So anyway, is what it is. So anyway, the majority of everyone that did respond said, I'm going to probably have to cut and weave in the ends if I'm not going to do a border. And on these 2 particular shawls, the Chris and the Lilith shawls, I'm not going to do a border because I love the look of it without the way it works up and the way the edging is. So since I'm not going to do a border, the suggestion was I'm going to have to end up cutting the ends and weaving them in. Now, Tammy, my friend Tammy with Twisted Stitches, said that I could do either a single crochet or a slip stitch border around, and that shouldn't change the shape of the shawl. But I'm really trying to stay away from doing a border. So I think ultimately I'm just going to have to suck it up, cut the ends, and weave them in. And then we were talking about hooks and everybody's favorite hook, or I did a whole statistic thing from last week on who liked what hook and how you held it, if you were a knife or a pencil hooker. So Gracie had mentioned that, I guess Granny D mentioned a Laurel Hill wooden hook and that was really good. I've never heard of it and I've never seen one. But I may look into it. I mean, I love my clovers. I started out with Susan Bates, and I've tried furled, which I cannot get used to. I've tried. It's just not comfortable for me. And I have several different types of, like 3 different types of furls. And then I went ahead and I tried the clovers because that was really being suggested a lot. And oh my gosh, I converted right away. I'm a clover girl. So, all right, sorry, somebody just, I saw that somebody posted a video. Anyway, so if anybody's heard of the Laurel Hill wooden hooks, please let me know about them in the description box below. What are your thoughts? Do you use clovers? What are your thoughts compared to that one? Or, you know, whatever. If you know about them, let me know. And then, my friend Catherine said that she thinks I should carry up the yarn with a twist because cutting the ends and sewing them in is nuts, which I agree because I hate doing it, but I think as far, and now if any of you guys have anybody that's new to my channel or that didn't see my last one and are hearing this one, please let me know if you have a different idea, if there's a way to get around cutting the ends with color changes and weaving them in when not doing a border on a shawl. Let's see. Our friend Ryan said chain spun is easy to work with, doesn't split, beautiful stitch definition. She did suggest Lion Brand for summertime. She said Lion Brand Low Tide is great for summer. Okay, Lion Brand Low Tide is great for summertime. I can almost not read my writing. Eek. Plus, she said Ice Yarns has a lot of great chain spun yarn. So that's something for anybody that's interested in that. Let's see here. Okay, and my friend Seagal, or our friend Seagal, said ever since she learned how to make foundation rows, she never went back to starting a pattern with a chain, or a chain row. You know what I'm talking about. Even if the pattern doesn't call for it, she still starts it with a single crochet foundation row. It's better for a border, like when you go back to do a border, there are better stitches to actually work it in, which I think is awesome. But she did say you need to make sure to end the project with a single crochet foundation row also, because otherwise it could look like you started it as an oops that way, and just doesn't look right if you don't also finish it that way. So I thought that was a great idea and wanted to share that with you guys in case you guys were interested in that. Let's see. Yep, Tammy said, and I think I mentioned that, best bet is to cut and weave in, but that I could do this single crochet or slip stitch around the border. So I don't know, I'll see, but I really am trying to not do a border. Then, oh yeah, I also asked about blocking. I hate blocking, but I also don't have really any space to block because my bed is her bed, and when I'm not here, if I go to my office, I work part-time, I'm not going to lock her in the living room because that's just not what I've ever done, and I like her being comfortable. I mean, maybe I baby her, but she is my baby. Oh, that was my computer. I was like, what the heck was that? And we have a dining room table, but right now we have several projects on it, and to try to move that would be crazy, but I have to block it, so if I have to do that, I will. But I was asking if it would be, somebody said, well, can I do it on my desk? Well, my desk isn't big enough for any of these shawls to lay it out completely, so I don't know if I asked or if somebody suggested that if I'm able to fold it in half, would my desk be big enough to do it? And on one or two of them, possibly, but the rest, no. So I asked, would it be okay if I blocked it in sections? Like if I did a part of it, like I soaked a part of it and then I laid it out on the desk, which I'm going to have to get those foam puzzle pieces, but that's fine. Would it be possible for me to do it in sections? But I was told by several people that really you should try to do it as a whole piece, or even fold it in half, but as one piece, versus doing it in sections so that it looks complete. Stop, Miley. No. No. Sorry about that, guys. But Dusty Cat was saying she had a video and that she always blocks her stuff outside in the sun on plastic. I think she said a plastic bag, and she pins it directly into the ground. Now I live in Florida, and we have a bunch of little creepy crawlies, and we have lizards, and we have all kinds of stuff outside. Plus our sun is intense. Not that the sun isn't intense everywhere else, but ours is like really intense. So I was always told that doing it's not good to block indie or hand-dyed, hand-spun yarns outside in the sun for any length of time because it can bleach it out. So I would love to get Dusty, if you want to let me, or Miranda, if you want to let me know. You know I use indie yarns, but I mean, let me know if there's any truth, or anybody that knows anything about blocking outside. Let me know, yay or nay, with hand-dyed, hand-spun yarns, which is 90% of what I use. So please, that is your homework for today, is to let me know about blocking outside. I would love to know, not only for myself, but to share with you guys next week on what the outcome is of that. Okay. So that was that. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place today, but it's just been kind of a wacky couple of days, and I just feel out of my element right now because I'm in a totally different spot in my house. So please apologize. Really, please apologize. I apologize to you if I'm a little spacey and all over the place. Just bear with me. I'm almost done, I promise. Okay, somebody did say that, or Denise said that I should be able to block in sections, but then shortly thereafter, a couple people mentioned that it would be better to do it in one piece or folding it in half just for it to come out evenly. So again, if you guys have any ideas, thoughts, suggestions, opinions, whatever, please leave them in the comment section below. But she said she does use cardboard on the bed, because I was saying, okay, I'm going to have to get the those foam puzzle pieces, or, you know, the floral foam stuff. And she said that she uses cardboard on the bed. So that was interesting. Somebody else said that they go ahead and pin directly into the mattress. I don't know that I would want to, I don't know. I don't know that I would want to do that, but I guess I mean, the pins are really small, so I don't know. But, yeah, Donna was one of the ones that said block all at once to keep a good shape. And then, oh yeah, crisscross, and I had asked you guys if you guys mind if I actually say your names or channel names when referring to who said what. And then I thought about it. Wait a minute. If you guys didn't want your channel names to be known, you wouldn't comment, right? So correct me if I'm wrong, and I apologize if you didn't want me to. But Crisscross Craft, I just like that name. I love that name also. I just think that's a cute name. So, but she said in my Christmas in July video from yesterday that Miley was very patient with her jester collar. Yes, she was. Typically she isn't, and she isn't necessarily trying to get out of it, but she's very antsy with it. I was actually very surprised at her yesterday. She was very patient and very willing to wear it. So I was very happy that she was being a very well-behaved good girl yesterday. Now, my German Shepherds that I used to have, they would have nothing to do with it. They would do everything in their power to get it off. It didn't matter what. Actually, one time I think one of them actually tried to help the other one get it off. She's by herself now, so she got to think it up all on her own. But anyway, yes, thank you. She was very patient, and I just had to address that because, first of all, I love your channel name. Second of all, I had to let you know that wasn't typical, and I was very grateful to her for behaving yesterday. So that is it, I think, for the getting to know you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I gave you some kind of good information. Sometimes I have to be creative in the comments that I receive because people are just commenting in general. So if there is anything in response to something that was in a video, I try to make it so that it's something that's informative for you, so you guys get something out of it. And I'm hoping I was able to do that this time around, because there wasn't really that much that was, there wasn't that much in anything that needed to be in. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I swear, something's wrong with my brain. It is totally on break. It has too many things on it. I keep saying that I have 8,000 things on my brain, and it's obviously wanting to shut down at 7,999. I just have it on overload right now. But today was nice because I got my nails done. I don't have the blue on anymore. I've got the nice bright pink, which does have sparkles in it, but you can't really see the sparkles. But, oh my God, the problem is I have my ring light, so you can't really see it. But I may reach over to turn the ring light off, which I don't typically do, and it may be too difficult because it's a little bit further back. But you guys have to check this out. I have a UV light because we do it to sanitize stuff. For those of you guys that don't know me, if you guys follow some of my older lives since November, my mom had 2 surgeries. And so we've been having to be really careful because one was due to an infection. And then the whole Rona thing came up and everything. So we got a UV light to help with disinfecting things. And you can't really see it here, but okay, that's what they look like, you know, on their own. This way you can't see it there. Here you can kind of see how it glows. Oh my God. Oh my God. If I could walk around with a UV light, because this is glow in the dark. Miley, stop. See, I'm getting excited and she's not happy with it. If I could walk around with a UV light and have them glow like that, that's how I want my nails to be. I use powder acrylic. That's the kind of color I want on its own. Bright, 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 bright on its own. So anybody know of any kind of powder acrylics that are like truly neon once it's done? Let me know in the comment section below, because you will be my forever friend. Well, you guys are already my forever friends, but you'll be extra special forever friends. Miley, stop, dude. Jeez. Let me see if I can reach over to my ring light without like disturbing everything. If I can't, I'm not going to disturb it, but you guys got to check this out. Hold on a second. Well, I'm only going to turn it down. I'm not going to turn it off. Maybe I'll turn it off since the light is behind me. Let's see how this works, okay? I'm going to do an experiment. So there it is there, right? Oh my God! Look at that! Look at how it glows. Now they glow in the dark. When they glow in the dark, it's not like, whoa, like what the heck? But if you're not expecting it and they're like charged enough, you'll move your hand. Like if I go to into the bathroom and it's totally dark and I forget that I've glow in the dark nail polish and I move my hands, I'll just like kind of see 5 like slightly glowing things. I'm like, whoa, you know, because it takes me off guard at first. But they're not like super bright. But check it out, dudes. Is that not amazing? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, it's not. Look at that. I'm being dead serious. If I could walk around with a UV light, oh, I would be in heaven. Or if I can find powder acrylic that makes, okay, let me turn on my light again. Not too bright, but, or if I can find powder acrylic that ends up that way on its own, I would be so happy. So if you guys know of any like that, powder acrylic, because I don't do gel polish because it peels right off my fingers. Wow, this video is longer than I was expecting. I'm so incredibly sorry. But seriously, that is a challenge for you guys. Find powder acrylic, or let me know of powder acrylic that truly ends up being whoa bright. Now, obviously not like glowing like the UV light. I mean, I know that would be impossible, but like neon bright, and actually turns out that way in a pink or coral. Or even the blue I had. The blue I had was super bright, even though it was blue. As you can see, blue is my favorite color. That's my ultimate favorite color. But pink and purple are like right under that. Pretty tight, almost tight. They're tied together and just a smidge under blue. But anyway, I did check my P.O. box. The couple of things I'm waiting for have not been there. And no happy mail today. I actually... I don't know what I was doing, but I opened my P.O. box and there was nothing in there. And I kind of just like stood there for a second and I'm like, what am I hoping for? Am I hoping that something's just like going to magically appear? Like if I wait here a second, there's going to be a key or something? I swear I'm so silly. Yes, for those of you that don't know me and are getting to know me, when I open my P.O. box and there's something in there, I squeal. To the point where one of the clerks, finally, when he saw me and I squealed because I had to pick something up from behind the counter, he now knows that it's me that squeals like all the way on the other side of, like halfway across the building when I open my P.O. box. Anyway, that is what it is. But anyway, okay. So have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you again for all of my new subscribers. You guys are, all of you guys are amazing. And I always say that I have the best crochet channel or subscribers around. My community is just the best. But we're all part of each other's community, so we're all just the best. So thank you so very much for all of your support. I so greatly appreciate it. You really, from the bottom of my heart, I just love you guys to pieces. I wouldn't be doing what I do. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So thank you so very much. I really adore each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. Remember, for every season, there's a reason to crochet, and I will see you guys, what's today? Today's Friday. I will see you guys possibly over the weekend, if not Monday. So have a great night. Have a safe and happy weekend and stay safe and healthy. We will see you soon. I love you guys. Have a great night. Thanks for all the love, hugs, and prayers also. Have a great night. Bye. If I missed anything, I'm sorry. I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.